Hello, everybody. This is Young Family Tai Chi long form, and this is section 1. So last time we did like an intro and prepare and opening. So we did two things that are relevant to the next move, which is the first move of grasp the sparrow's tail, which is left ward off. So the things we did were, for the hands, we did opening and closing. Do you remember opening and closing? So when you're opening and closing, the important things are the upper hand is at the shoulder level and the lower hand is under the upper hand's elbow. Can you see that? And we will use this today. And the other thing that is probably even more important is the bow stance. And you want to be shoulders width apart, feet shoulders width apart. And then if you are standing with your feet parallel, you're going to move you're going to move enough weight to one foot so that the other foot can turn on its heel toward the corner. Then you're going to put all your weight on that foot. That becomes your back foot. And then you move the other foot forward, right in front of where it was. And then you're going to move heel, ball, toe, bend knee. And when you do that, you're pushing off the back and loading up the front. So you're going to end up with 60% in the front and 40% in the back. Okay, so if I'm doing it in the direction you would be doing it, it would look like this. I'm shoulders width apart. I load up part. I load up the left enough to release the right. Then I'm going to turn. And when I turn, my whole body turns. And then I put all the weight on the right. And then I'm going to move straight forward. Heel, ball, toe. I'm pushing off here and loading up here. And my knee is lined up with my toe in the front and in the back. So I don't want this, okay? I want that knee to line up. Even though it's straight, it should line up, okay? Are there any questions on that one? So I'm going to do it facing you. Feet parallel. You're going to, well, actually, I'll do it the same direction as you. I think it's easier actually for you to follow this way. Okay, move your weight slightly to the left. Turn your body to the corner, taking your foot with you, and put all the weight on the right so that you can lift the left. Step. Heel, ball, toe, bend knee. I'm going to do it on the side this way. Okay. So I'm going to shift slightly to the left, turn the right toe toward the corner, put all my weight on the right, lift up the left, and put it heel, ball, toe, then knee. And my knee is like just where my toes would meet the ball of my foot. So I can see the toe of my shoe. Okay? Got it?
You said to turn our body with the right foot when we turn it to the corner. At what point do we turn it back, or don't we?
You actually, your upper body turns back, but your hips pretty much stay in the same direction as your back foot. So if I were to show you the whole move, this is what it would look like. Facing you, this is where, I'll do it in all four directions so that you can see. Since you know the move, I'll show you what it looks like, okay? So you see my upper body turns when I'm grabbing and turns again as I swing up. But my hips pretty much stay where they are. So if you look at it from here, you're starting almost at the bottom. So basically, you want to think of your waist as being like your neck. Okay, it's like the neck of your torso. So you can move your head left and right without moving your shoulders, right? If you think of your shoulders like your hips, okay, you can move and this stays still, right? And you will train yourself to have enough flexibility so that you can move left and right and have your hips stay still. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you're doing when you make this move. So when you're here, my hips are moving with what will be my back leg, right? I'm loading up. I step and close. So if I do it from this direction, maybe you can see better here. So in terms of the coordination, I was talking earlier about the opening and closing. If you look at the hands, what you're essentially doing is, as you turn, you separate. Then, as your weight goes to the right foot, you have one up, one down, close, and then separate. So this is called left ward off, and actually ward off, it's the left hand that is warding off. This is actually kind of a combination move, because when I'm here, the left hand comes up to ward off, but the right hand is pulling down. So it's a combination of a ward off left, and a right pull down. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why your hand passes through the middle of the left forearm, because you're pulling somebody down. Or actually, you're pulling their arm down. So if you counted it out, it would look like this. You would say shift weight left, that'd be 1. 2, turn the right foot while you're separating your hands. 3, all the weight on the right, and the right hand is up and the left hand is down facing back. 4, step and close. 5, shift weight and turn. So when you're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so that your feet are in a certain position while your hands are in a certain position. It's supposed to go without stopping, blah, 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 but just to get it to where you want things to be coordinated. I can't hear you.
That was weird. Sorry. Somehow my upper body is never facing forward. Should it be at some point?
It should face forward as you're grabbing. So I'm going to do it facing you so you can see. So when you're here at the end of opening, but then here, when all your weight is on the right, you're starting to turn forward. You're going to step and close.
Oh.
So as you're grabbing somebody, your shoulders are going to turn toward the front, right? If you think of grabbing. So here, opening, everything is on the right. There's nothing here, okay? Step and close. And you're looking toward the side as you're coming up, right?
Okay, so it's as you put your left heel down that you come forward.
Well,
No?
you're actually starting to come forward as you weight the left on the right. Can you see? As I'm coming toward the right. See,
Oh.
if you look at this as a continuous thing, so here, as I'm weighting the right, this hand is getting ready to grab. So you're here and step and close.
Oh, wow. I haven't been doing that right at all.
So what you want to do is shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, one hand up, one hand down, step and close. As you shift your weight, swing the left up and pull down with the right. And your right hand should be in front of your hip. Okay, it's in the same position it was when you opened, right in front of your hip. Okay. So when you come here, you have one up and one down. When you close, the bottom one is under your elbow. It's almost like cupping up under your elbow so that it's ready to swing up, right? So I'm going to turn around and do it in the same direction as you. So you're here. Well, let's do it from the beginning. Okay. When you're starting, shoulders width apart, prepare, head up, hips down, hands by your side, and relax. Opening. Rotate your arms, come up to shoulder level, press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, one hand up, one hand down, step and close, shift and open. Okay, watch your knees. Are your knees lined up in the direction of your toes? You should feel the weight on your whole foot. In other words, I don't want you can tell that you're not in the right position if your whole foot is not touching the ground. In other words, if you're touching the edge or the inside, that will tell you that your knee is not in the right spot. Okay, so that's a test. So if you're, I want you to be aware of your feet because your energy comes from your feet. It comes in your feet, through your legs, controlled by your waist and out your hands. So if you do not have a good contact on the floor, you're not going to be able to project your energy.
Was there ever a discussion about what kind of shoes to wear?
There was not, but that is something that people do. People change shoes a lot in an attempt to find shoes that really work for them. So it gets to be much more of a problem in the second section when people are doing turns because they want it to have enough slipperiness so that you can make the turn, but enough friction so that you don't, slip, right? So there are a lot of people who do it barefoot.
Mm.
And the advantage of that is you really have good feel, And a lot of the old documents talk about grasping the ground with your toes, you know, and to get a sense of groundedness. So there is that school. There are some people who do it in their socks.
That's what
And yes, is that you?
because I like to feel the contact
Yes.
for me at home.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm doing right. If it's a very thick rubber, so for exercising, I don't feel it.
Yeah. Right. So a lot of people like doing it in their socks, and they get a good feeling for, you know, where they are and how the parts of their foot contact the floor. So if you have shoes on, you generally don't have as good a feel. But, you know, for some people, they think it's too slick. So it depends.
I'm going to try it. This is a really slippery floor.
Well, then you should be careful.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So
If I land on my butt, it's your fault, Maria.
Hey, I take the responsibility.
Don't worry, Maria, she signed a waiver. Okay, so I'm going to turn around because I found for most people, they like to do it in the same direction. Okay, if you don't like it, we can always move somewhere, some other way. Okay.
How do you feel about that, Maria?
Which way do you like it, Maria?
I like it following. I always have to follow. I have left and right difficulty, you know, spatial dislocation. So it's easier to follow somebody in that same direction.
Is that okay with you too, Rima?
I was just interested to experiment with the other way, but it's fine. It's fine.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in all four directions, just so that you can see the hands and feet from all the angles.
Yeah. Right.
Because sometimes you see something different when you see it from a different angle. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do it this way first, then I'm going to do it in all four the other directions. Okay. So if I'm shoulders width apart, my hands are almost at the bottom. Shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, shift weight, separate. So in this direction, here's what it looks like. Shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, shift and open. And then facing you, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, shift and open. And the last direction, here. Shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, shift and open. What do you think?
Thanks. I like it from every angle.
You like it from every angle.
Yeah. I know I'm doing it right, you know?
Mm-hmm. So what are you thinking, Rima?
Oh, I think I decided just to stay in the same angle, but so that I could see you. But I discovered I've been doing all sorts of things wrong as I watched where your body was turned. I've had mine wrong
Well, that's one of the reasons why I like doing it from every angle, because you see it differently, you know? You see different parts. But in terms of following, I like to do it with my back toward you, because you can follow better. So if I'm shoulders width apart and my hands are almost at the bottom, I'm shifting left, turn right, all the way to the right, step and close, shift and separate.
So at the moment that you say all the way to the right, you have already turned your upper body square forward.
Right.
And I have not
It's
been doing that.
because I'm getting ready to reach. So if you looked at this as a continuous movement, it would look like this. So that's why it looks like I'm already turning, because I am. It's a continuous circling and pulling.
So it's almost as though your shoulders follow that upper arm and come back forward, I think.
The shoulders and the arm should go together.
Well, what I mean is when you square forward, it's when you're bringing this.
Yes, I'm coming forward. So here,
Oh my, that's not what I've been doing at all.
does it feel good though? I mean, does it
I
feel like it makes sense?
I think it's easier on my knees.
Well, that's good.
Because this stops it from being easy for that knee to flop out.
Yes, yes.
If I turn,
Once you turn and you put all your weight on there, it's not going to move.
it
Right.
can. It can, but it's a little harder. Yeah, no, it totally can.
Well, if you are moving your knee in the direction of your foot and putting weight on it, then that should set the direction. Then when you step out here, what most people find difficult is, because you have shoulder width, you have to have more hip flexibility. So when I'm here and I step out that way, my hips have to be able to keep my knees in the right direction. So you don't have that problem, but some people
No,
do.
it's, I have to stop it from flopping.
So what this means is, for you, you have to be much more deliberate.
Yes.
Okay, so you're down almost to the bottom, you shift left to free up the right, turn, then make your leg go in that direction.
Oh, wow. I turned way too far. Now I don't have a shoe stopping me from.
You may have to put your shoes back on.
No, I don't think so. I think I need to be able to feel what you were talking about better. Like, I mean, maybe I shouldn't dismiss it so quickly, but I think I need to really feel the balance, or I'm going to be, you know.
You should feel absolutely in balance, okay? When you're shoulder width apart, your weight is evenly between your 2 feet.
Right.
When you shift toward the left, you're going to free up the right, right? So you free up the right and turn. Then your body's going to move in that direction. So all the weight is on this side. That frees up this foot, right? Step and close.
Yeah, that helps.
How are you doing, Maria?
I think I'm doing okay. I hope so.
Good.
This is my check. I can't count the number of first section. I've tried to, if I can do first section perfectly, I'll be very happy.
First section is the most important section.
It's a lot. It's
Master Yang says the first section has all the health benefits.
really,
Yeah.
that's
because
my
all
goal.
the health benefits are in the first section.
Anyway, that's my goal, because if I can get that first section the way I want it, I'll be very happy.
So,
Wait, I know this continues to the second section, so we
yes,
have quite a few, you know.
yes, we have lots of, but you should try the second section. The second section has a lot of things that are repeats of the first section.
I know I've taken it, but it has 6 times to lift your leg.
You've
Oh,
counted it?
6 turn body. So, but
Yeah, but you Tai Chi is supposed to meet you where you are.
that's what Nancy says.
So it means that you don't have to lift it all the way up to kick the, just, you can even just tap your foot. That's good enough.
I can do it up, not all the time. See, that's a problem.
But, even if you did it just tapping your foot, that would help your balance,
Oh, okay. Right.
And, the part that people worry about, like the turns,
Uh-huh.
you can walk it around.
I do. That's what I do. I can't do the turn, do the leg. So.
Yeah, but you should try it,
Uh-huh. In other words, never even try to lift. I can do golden rooster easily.
Well, that's great.
Uh-huh.
So if you can do golden rooster, you have good balance.
Now, I read in some book that that's the best way to learn how to get balance, is just know how to do that golden rooster.
Yeah.
So I've been, doing that, and I'm comfortable doing golden. But the turn and lift your leg is hard. Turn body
is hard.
Turn body get hard.
Yeah, that is hard. I will grant that is hard.
Thank you.
So let's try this, okay? So we're here. Shift left. Turn right. All the weight on the right. Step and close. Shift and turn.
Somehow
Does that feel better?
my feet ended up too close together. They're not shoulder width apart anymore.
Okay, so let's work on that. Shoulder width apart, shift left. You're turning on your heel, right? So you're still shoulder width apart. All the weight on the right. Now the trick here is move your left foot straight forward. There's a great temptation to move it in instead of forward. And if you move it in, you're going to have a narrow stance. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So think about moving your left foot straight forward in a line. And then that way you'll keep your so you're here, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, turn and shift right. We go again, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, turn and open. Your feet are further apart, Rima, so it's better than you were. You were really pretty close together.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How does that feel?
I think that was better. The one thing nobody ever calls is the turn at the waist, or like
Yes.
only at the end. And I wasn't facing the right way.
Well, it's because you have to do that grab when you're going to reach forward and grab when you close, right?
Here.
Yes.
Oh, but that should have been.
You're supposed to step and close. So.
But step
yeah.
and close also means face forward.
So here, turn all the way to the right, step and close. Yes, you are facing forward when you step and close. Then when you shift weight and turn, you're facing the side now. So as you're pulling up, you're facing the side.
And you said the whole time the hips should have been in the same position ever since the first turnout, right?
Pretty much.
So when you
what is mainly turning is your waist. This is why I may say that this helps the flexibility of your waist. If I do it from this way.
Okay, when you did it slowly like that, I seem to think I see some hip turn.
Yeah, there probably is some, but it's mostly from my waist. Most of the shoulder movement is from here. And there is a little hip movement at the very end because, you know, remember when we first talked about the bow stance? Okay, you open and you step, heel, ball, toe. You can see my body is kind of slanted from my heel all the way up to here. In the left ward off, there are 3 moves where the body is not slanted, where it is upright, and this is one of them. And because of that, so like for a push, for example, you can see I'm slanted, right? In order to have the upright position that I want for left ward off, essentially, I am putting my hip in order. So there is a slight hip movement because I'm putting my hip in, and that makes for a slightly more open hip position. So here, if I'm putting my hip in, well, you can't see it. Here, okay. If I'm putting my hip in, that allows my torso to be more upright. Can you see that? So instead of being here, I'm here. And when I do that, that moves it from here a little more this way.
Oh, I wasn't doing that either.
Well, you shouldn't have, don't worry about that. I'm just telling you that there are 3 movements where you are more upright, and that's how you get more upright, is that you, instead of being here, you put your hip in, you're turning very slightly, and that puts your torso more upright.
So
It
you're
puts
kind
your
of,
torso more upright without screwing up your knees. That's the trick.
you're tightening your butt muscles maybe to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a little.
Yes. A little. Yes.
Okay.
But then when you get to the second, when you get to right ward off, you're back to the slant. Okay, it's only the left ward off where this is one of the screwy things about this form, which is why is it that the first real move has all these exceptions, right? But that's the way it is. So let's try it from the beginning. And then if you have any questions, we'll work on any of the bits that you want to work on, okay? So, shoulders width apart, head up. Sink your hips a little bit. Hands by the seams of your pants. Relax, prepare. Opening, rotate your arms. Come up to shoulder level and then press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, shift and open. Feeling better? Good. We'll do it a couple of more times and then we'll close class. How about that? Feet shoulder width apart. Prepare. Opening. Rotate your arms. Come up to shoulder level. Press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, turn and shift weight. More time. Prepare. Opening. Rotate. Lift up. Press down. Almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left. Turn right. All the weight on the right. Step and close. Swing and shift weight. How did that go?
Good.
Okay.
I have one question though,
Yeah.
related to, because I have some shoulder issues. Can we keep the shoulders down when you raise the arm up?
Your shoulders should stay down.
Stay down.
Watch.
Because this is what I try.
Okay.
Not
Here.
just
My
this.
shoulders are down.
Yeah.
What the thing is this. If you look from the side, you can see. I rotate. I come up. Press down.
Right.
If you keep your elbows down, think of elbows down, and your shoulders will be down.
All right. So a related question is this: to do the standing practice, is it do you raise from the shoulder, from the elbow, not the shoulder, right? So
Well,
or is it
you're like this. Your elbows are below your shoulder, right?
right?
So your shoulders are still down.
So the shoulder is down and you just raise it this way,
Yeah.
not
See?
this way. Because then
No, you don't raise here.
that's
You
right.
raise here.
Yes.
Okay. So keep your shoulders down. So when you come up, same thing. You see my shoulders stay down.
Right.
And standing practice, my shoulders stay down.
Yes. I had a tendency of raising the whole shoulder, which is I have to be aware to keep the shoulders down. That's all.
Keep your shoulders down. If you have shoulders problem, it makes it worse.
That's why. Thank you.
So don't do that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mhm.
So if there aren't any questions, we'll close class.
Okay, and the final question is to get to your, because I know you recorded, if I by any chance miss the class, I can just go to Young Chengfu Seattle and
Yeah, Yang Taiji, Seattle. And then actually the same place where you signed up for class.
That's right.
There's a section where they have videos and you can find the video.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
That's okay. Thank you very much for coming to class. And I will see you next time.
Thank you for being
Bye-bye.
so patient with all these little questions.
No, no, this is actually a complicated move in spite of seeming so simple, you know?
It's not at all, at least not inside my brain. Yeah, I'm
Thank
finding
you.
there's a whole bunch of things I can do wrong that are not good for me.
you.
Well, keep practicing. And if you run into something, we'll fix it next time. Okay?
No, I just
Thank you.
appreciate it very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.